everyone was sitting at the monitor, and what was happening in the ring was so bad
Yeah.
that someone may or may
That-
not have picked something up and thrown it at the
It
TV.
was
Yeah,
so
yeah,
bad that you didn't want anybody to watch it.
It,
said no more.
it was bad, and it was you know, there's an ebb and flow to our business, right? I mean, sometimes business is really good, sometimes it was bad, and we had struggled for a while, and business was starting to really pick up, and then there was just a really dog shit match in the ring that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
And because I do care, and even though I was at the end of my run, I still care about this business, and I still want it to grow. And yeah, so I ended up throwing something at the monitor, and yeah, and then I, you know, again, it was like one of those really honest critiques when they come back too.
Now I want to know, what was the match?
I got, you know what? I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember. I don't
don't
remember
either.
the match, but it was god awful, and
And I think the thing was they didn't think it was god awful.
that was they came back and they thought they had just tore the house down, and yeah, they about tore it down. Yeah, I about tore it down.
I
'cause
mean, then you're not honest, because that's one thing every wrestler knows. Like, you know, if your match sucks.
yes,
Yes.
Like, there's no.
and if
like,
you don't know, there's a problem.
There's something wrong.
Yeah.
Like, most of the times when I get to the back, and I know.
Yeah.
Like, if that fulfilled everything or something didn't.
That's
go.
because you're on. You have an honest assessment of your own ability. That's, you know, I never could watch matches back, like, and I don't know what it's like now, but back in the day we would do, back when they were still pay-per-views, before we progressed into, what are they called now?
PLE?
PLE.
PLEs.
PPL.
Premium live-
PLE.
Premium live events. So we would have a premium live event, and then the next day at catering, they would have a
watch
monitor.
it, yeah.
You know, and the shows are, you know, it's replaying.
rolling.
Everybody's watching all their match. Everybody's watching their match. I could never sit down and watch my stuff with the rest of the guys,
Yeah.
because you know how it is. Like, oh man, that was awesome when you did it. Like, I don't want to hear that. I want to sit there and pick it apart, and like, this is what I should have done this here, and I could just never do it with all the chatter and all the useless. I know what I did good.
Yeah.
I want to pick it apart and know what I did bad, or what I could have done better, and
Yeah.
you know, that was
No,
just
for sure. But it's also, to a certain degree, I feel like there's a little, because I totally get where you come from, and also like that, like now they're shooting TikToks and blah blah blah. It's kind of like I got to the point where it's like I can't change what people do. Like, I do my best, I focus on that, and if you don't put the work in, then you're not gonna have the results anyway. You're not gonna make it there. You know what I mean? And people have to make their own choices, what they focus on. And I don't know. I never did anything like that, like social media. I was very late with my merch on the indies and stuff like that. But I always focused on my wrestling. But when it was time for me to step into those positions,
you were ready.
You're ready.
I was ready for it. Like,
Yeah.
I can claim that for me, at least. Like, in all honesty, like the match with Sheamus or something like that. I was not under pressure or anything, because I knew, like, yeah, that's what I always did. Like a match,
Right.
like, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
nothing. I'm gonna be myself, and I enjoy that. And I feel like that's the whole online marketing and self-promoting and stuff is super important in these days, and fundamental part. But get yourself ready first. Like,
Yeah.
if things can catch fire, that you're ready to uphold it, because otherwise, if you get a lot of eyes on you and then you kind of expose that you're not that good, that's very unfortunate.
Again, you said it earlier. This is just a step in where they want to go,
Yeah.
instead of this being the passion.
Yeah.
Right. And I think,
I remember that, like, when we had the wrestling school in Germany, and I was running that for a few years, we would always get, like, guest trainers when we could, like some guys with experience. And we had Ultimo Dragon over for a week. And that was really cool. He was a great guy, and the training was good. But he said, like, on the last day, he gave everybody a speech, and he said, like, don't worry about money. When you're good, money is going to come. And when I remember that to this day, and he was so right, because I was at a point in my career back then where it was like, I was employed with them and I got along, but it's like, hey man, you're pushing 30, and like the financial part is to pick up at some point. And I started like a little bit stressing about that. at that time, and that stuck with me because I just dug deeper and just focused on your wrestling,
Yeah.
and then everything just picks up.
If you're a great heel, it's ultimately you're going to be a babyface. So playing the patience game and taking that as long as you can, because you were talking about what you have to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Being a heel, and that's true.
Yeah.
You are going to sacrifice merch, but you take that run and establish yourself, and you get all that credibility that when that day comes, because it's always going to come, especially I think with our audience today, they have an appreciation when you do what you do well, whether it be a heel, be a bad guy, they appreciate it.
Yeah.
And then it creates that avenue like, okay. I mean, Stone Cold, well, I mean, he was always a heel in a babyface, in a babyface role. He was the anti-establishment guy. So, and I think your mindset, and I think there's a lot to be learned, and I hope there's people that are kind of looking at your, the example that you're setting and following the lead of a more traditional approach to this profession.
Yeah, I mean, I don't push things on people or something. If I get asked here and there, I give my opinion.
Yeah.
But it's like kind of, even though if you think you're right about something, it's like hard to push it on other people. They just kind of figure it out themselves a little bit or something. But at the end, like any of our guys on top, simple, understandable for everyone.
Yep.
Story.
Yeah.
That's like the common theme through all of them, and have a discipline to stick to what you want to do in that ring and have a strategic approach to that, and not just what do I feel like in the moment.
Right.
How long have you and Kaiser known each other? How long have you and Kaiser?
A long time now, 2008, I think.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like in Germany. I was in Austria that time, but I moved to Germany later, and then we were just 2 hours apart, so we'd always like carpool. So we were most of the weekends we were traveling together.
Like I knew you guys were friends, but again, he was with you
Yesterday.
Yeah, he was with you yesterday.
That's what I was getting
Y'all
at.
were training together, and it was funny. Like it became very apparent. I think you were in a meeting. I think it was around lunchtime, and you were in a meeting. Maybe with Jeremy or somebody, and he was out there, and he started talking.
You can tell y'all were brothers.
You could tell you two guys. You two guys are really good friends.
Yeah.
I would say he's literally like a brother, like
Yeah.
not related.
That's what
but
I
like
took.
He's my
Yeah.
guy when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And sometimes like the other things that come with brotherhood, like conflict and confront each other about stuff.
Or like you can probably only talk about him one way, and he can only talk about you one way, but somebody else talks about y'all that way. Game over, and that's what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
He was funny because he was like I think most people by now understand how much what'd you lose 50, 60 pounds? I mean, you lost a lot of weight at
A
some
good
point,
amount,
right?
yeah, 50s, I think, around 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously now you're very fit, but like he was calling what was he calling you? Like where's the
He's
chubby
like
guy, the fat guy?
He's like at heart. He's like still inside.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
forever.
know. He was
And
talking
he-
about
forever.
He was talking about
that special treat from.
he had some kind of special, like I don't know if it was like a Bavarian chocolate or
Oh,
something.
did he
like-
tell that story?
Yeah, he
Because
told the
recently
story.
I killed them all.
Y'all were outside and you went inside and he was like wondering like, where is he? And you,
But he said the best part was, all of a sudden he asked you, it's like, hey, do you want one? And you're like, you asked Kaiser, I'm sorry,
Kaiser
do you
about
want one? And he was like, no. He's like, and I walked in, I realized he had eaten them all. Like he was probably
I mean,
just
I
offering
asked
me
him.
the last
He said-
one.
He said no, that meant no forever.
I mean, you said no, so but it was
Say
it
what you
was
mean,
it
mean
was
what you
that was
say.
it was fun because you could tell
Yeah.
that you guys had a really really special bond because
Yeah.
you just don't talk crap. There's a different kind of crap and smack that you talk to about your friends to other people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's like, so we started out together on the main roster, and that was just a lifesaver at the beginning that you don't go there and you have nobody.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was never really big with like mingling a lot with the other guys. I don't know, because
I don't see you as a mingler.
yeah, sometimes it's like fun and stuff, but usually I like try to stick to my own stuff really. And it was just good to have each other.
Yeah, I
Right.
bet.
That because you have a brother there and that's good to have somebody like him anyway, where it's like you don't have to think about how you act and you just
And you trust him.
yourself. You know,
Yeah,
what
I think a lot of people don't understand how difficult it is to find people to travel with. Obviously, you guys don't travel as much as we used to, but
Yeah.
still, you have to have, guys that you like that go to the gym the same time, that want to,
Yes.
Same
have the
mentality.
same habits, because, it can it can be a conflict, especially when you're on the road
Oh yeah, of
for a
course.
certain amount of time and you're away from your other family, and it's like it doesn't take a whole lot to get on edge.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah,
No, it was great. Like calmed each other down. I gotta say, when we got on the road, we were like still doing like the diet and stuff. We took our food. We never usually both never really said no to a good time and stuff. But we didn't do anything back after the show. Back to the hotel, just stick to it and stuff like that. That was good to have someone. Yeah, just hold each other accountable. And
Yeah.
all
Well, we
aspects.
would have never got to travel together.
And it depends. Like at that time, I just started out there, and it was important for me
Yeah,
to
oh, absolutely.
stay on course. And then later on, when you ease in, it's a occasional thing, right? When we get the bus somewhere, like in Europe, or
Yeah.
there's a charter all together, where everybody's in business class together, flying
Yeah.
overseas and stuff. You take those.
Yeah, it's a safe. It's a safe zone kind of deal where.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. That's-
Yours were all safe zones, weren't they?
Oh, I was always in a safe zone. Yeah, no. No, everybody that was with me was in the safe zone, because regardless, I was always the one that had to keep everybody corralled together here, but different time. It was a different time period.